Hi, my name is Joel Glyn Davis, and this is a video about tool use and tool maintenance, my Unit 2 of my Forest School portfolio. For Forest School, it's important to have sturdy shoes. Walking boots or wellies are very appropriate. I also wear these working trousers, which have reinforced knees and plenty of pocket space. It's often useful to wear long sleeves and to keep warm or cool depending on whatever the weather is. A raincoat is an essential for Forest School as the weather can be unpredictable. These polyurethane coated gloves are useful for many tasks, especially tool use. They're also useful if you're gathering wood or twigs. These heat-proof gloves, or welder's gloves, are also essential whenever you're adding sticks to a fire or managing a fire. For the bow saw, you have the piece of wood that you want to cut, slightly elevated off the ground, depending on how long it is, and you want to be knelt down in the respect position. I kneel down and wait for my partner to come. We cross hands through the saw, with our helper hand glove hand supporting the wood and pressing it down. We make sure each other are ready, and we call out to me, depending on who is pulling. Once the wood has been bitten into by the saw, we can uncross our hands. We still say to me to make sure that the pull of the saw is even. As you can see, we cross our hands, we wait for the command to make sure the other person is ready. Once the wood is bitten into, we uncross our hands. Once you get into the rhythm of it, you can work quite quickly and saw through a piece of wood quickly. Once you're done, put the blade cover back on and put the bow saw away. The folding saw can be used by one person. I'm securing the piece of wood firmly onto the ground with my helper hand glove. I'm in the respect position and I'm cutting down just to halfway because I'll be making a mallet in this case. I don't want to cut all the way through and I want to be careful not to get the saw into the mud. The bill hook is used by two people. It's for cleaving wood, and in this case, because we're making a mallet, I've already made a half cut down to where we want to cleave down to. My partner has a mallet and asks if I'm ready, and I put the bill hook in position. She asked me how many hits I would like and how hard, and she does the amount that I ask for. She asks for more again and asks me if I'm ready. And we keep repeating the process until we've cleaved down a bit of wood successfully. We keep turning the piece of wood around, cleaving off any excess that we don't need until we have the handle for our mallet. Making sure at all times we're in the respect position. We're watching our blood bubble to make sure nobody is walking closely to us. And once we've cleaved all four sides, we put the bill hook away. We've made our mallet. The sheath knife is used to whittle or carve wood. Here I'm carving a butter knife out of a piece of lime wood. which carves very well. It's green and still fresh. You can press down onto a stump to carve or whittle, or you can do pull cuts, where you hold the blade firmly in place and pull the piece of wood back towards you. I need to make sure at all times that nobody comes into my blood bubble, which is 2 arms and a tool's length. And when I'm not using the knife, I put it away in the sheath. And here's the finished product. You can also make spoons, something which I'm practicing at the moment. Loppers are used for cutting anything smaller than a 2p piece. Open the handle, place it inside and then close it. Here I've actually worn my gloves, but you don't have to wear your gloves when using loppers. Thinking about the maintenance of tools, we'll start with a sheath knife. To sharpen it, I've wet a Japanese whetstone for about 15 minutes. I place the knife on the stone, lean it down so the bevel is facing the stone and touching it, and then put pressure along. You can use different stones of different grits to achieve a very sharp blade. Make sure you target each part of the knife and keep the stones wet as you do so. You can also use a ceramic stone like this and a leather strop for a finish. To test its sharpness, it should cut a piece of paper nice and easily. The same can be done with the bill hook. With the bow saw, I'm just checking that all the teeth are straight and aligned, and I've put some WD-40 on a piece of cloth, and I'm just cleaning the blade to get any tannin from the wood off it. The folding saw is the same. I'm checking that all the teeth are straight, there are none crooked. If any of the saw blades are crooked, you can order new saw blades, and that will be beneficial to the tool use. Just adding a little bit of WD-40 to keep the moving parts smooth and free of dirt. Take off the excess, and that looks pretty good to me. The loppers is similar. Add a little bit of WD-40 to a rag. Make sure the blade's open and that no one's around me when I'm doing this. Once I've finished with all these tools, I put them away into the designated tool bag. For me, in this case, it's a rucksack. This will protect it from rust and rain and any other damage.